Hello everybody, it's Bradley back, and I'd like to start off this review with an announcement. The brand of Notino and myself are now collaborating for this fragrance review. The brand Notino, formerly known as Beauty Spin, has now changed their name to Notino, so all their branches will go under this one name. And what are they? They're an amazing place to buy your fragrances from. They sent me a fragrance from the house of Parfums de Marly called Godolphin. They have an amazing selection of niche and designer fragrances, and I said I would like to kind of showcase their niche side to these hard to get exclusive fragrances such as this. They have great prices on all those, and I'll leave the links to their website and all these discount codes in the description box down below. Notino and myself have been talking about this collaboration for the past several months now, and I'm very happy to be reviewing this fragrance. Thank you, Notino, for sending this to me and having me review it. But as always, I will keep this review about the fragrance, and I'm going to keep it objective and unbiased. So this is my first Parfums de Marly fragrance as far as a full bottle. I've owned a couple other smaller samples, but this is my first full-fledged bottle. Parfums de Marly is a niche company that specializes in super high-quality ingredients mixing with equestrian history. Now, Godolphin was the name of one of the 3 original Arabian breed horses that were really the founding fathers of thoroughbred horse racing. Godolphin, the fragrance itself, is part of the Royal Essence collection in the house of Parfums de Marly. It was released in 2010, is classified as a leather fragrance, and it has main accords of leather, animalic, fruity, woody, and aromatic. Next, I wanted to take a look at the presentation of this fragrance. I really want to spend some time on that because I think the presentation is absolutely stunning. Okay, now let's take a look at the presentation for Parfums de Marly Godolphin. Here's the box. We have the Parfums de Marly emblem stamped on top, as well as the dual prancing horse logo in gold with the pinstripe. Really like the way this box looks. Here you have your information on the bottom with the UPC, a little bit of a background about the House of Parfums de Marly written on the back, and nothing on the sides. Also, nice little bonus. I always like when companies do this. You take a look inside the box, and they have this very nice little booklet right here. And basically, we'll give you a little bit of background about the company and some reading material, which I find is always very nice. I really like when companies do this. It's a nice little touch. As for the bottle, this is the 2.5 fluid ounce bottle. This one is a little bit harder to find in comparison to the 4.2 fluid ounce. This thing is all gold plated, as you can tell. It looks absolutely beautiful right here. Very, very nice. It's embossed. It has a very nice touch to it as well. It is true what they say about these caps. Extremely heavy. Like seriously, it's a solid cap. And it really clicks into place, boom, nicely. You can pick it up, no problem. So overall, this has been the presentation for Parfums de Marly Godolphin. You really pay for the presentation right here. Super luxurious, looks great on anybody's shelf, and I think is a definite highlight of this fragrance. Okay, now let's go with the note breakdown. Parfums de Marly opens with thyme, green notes, fruity notes, saffron, cypress, and mate, which then goes to a mid of jasmine, orris, and rose, which then dries down to a base of musk, vanilla, leather, amber, Virginia cedar, and vetiver. So, how does Parfums de Marly Godolphin actually smell? I find this fragrance to be very linear on my skin, and I really only get a few of the notes that were listed. However, these notes are very well blended and are of the highest quality. Right away, the first time I ever smelled it, I thought right away, yeah, this smells a lot like Tuscan leather. It has that fruity, leathery thing that Tuscan leather is, of course, made famous. However, this does it in a slightly different way. I do smell the thyme and a slight little bit of green notes at the top to give this thing a little bit more of an edge. Also, this has a very apparent fruity, candy-like kind of appeal at the top. I very much liken this to what almost like a Jolly Rancher would be. If you know what a Jolly Rancher is, sort of like the watermelon or fruity flavored Jolly Rancher. It has that candied fruitiness in the top, which is so nice, but of course it's got the trademark dark, bold, and very manly leather that is so well blended in here. I really like these opulent, fruity, leathery fragrances because I think that they're just so different and so unique. I can definitely pick up on the quality in here. I can tell that they use only the finest and highest quality ingredients in this. Yet this fragrance is so masterfully blended and crafted. It shows restraint and it just has such dynamicism within it. I'd say this is easily one of my favorites from the house of Parfums de Marly. If you like Tuscan leather, this is a great other one to check out. It's a little bit different in the way it's composed, but still an amazing fragrance. I'm going to rate this in terms of smell as a 4 out of 5 total points. This one is really nice. I'm a big fan of these fruity, leathery fragrances, like I said, and this is definitely one of the best leathers that I've ever put my nose on. Okay, along with this amazing smell, you can also expect to get equally amazing performance. All the Parfums de Marlys that I've tried have had absolutely amazing performance on my skin. Like I said, they use just such high quality ingredients and it really comes through. High quality ingredients equals solid performance. Every time I've worn it, I've gotten over 10 hours of longevity. This thing is not the strongest Parfums de Marly. I would say Habden is a little bit more beastly on my skin. However, this stuff is definitely a close second. Projection and sillage are equally as good. This thing will actually fill a room with just a spray. It is very, very strong, has a great sillage, a beautiful scent cloud around it, and it's not so harsh that it's going to offend a lot of people. This is actually very, very wearable, but the performance is very, very nice. I'm going to give it a solid 4 out of 5 points with the performance. Like I said, there are Parfums de Marlys that I've tried that are stronger. However, this one is still very, very good, and you can expect to get your easily 10 hours out of this. So, when is this most applicable? How's the versatility factor? This is a very, very wearable leather fragrance, quite possibly the most wearable leather that I have come across. This is definitely a colder weather fragrance, so the fall and winter, however, at the same time, because of this fruity vibe that it has, I could easily see myself wearing this on like a cold spring night. I would say this definitely leans more towards the nighttime occasions rather than the daytime. And as far as the occasions, this stuff is definitely expensive. You can definitely tell the quality. It has an opulence about it. So first and foremost, this is a formal fragrance, dressing up, tuxedo, nighttime event. This is really where this stuff is going to shine. It's going to set you apart from the crowd. However, I love wearing this stuff equally as much outdoors. It is a little bit daring at the same time too, because it's just so different from really anything else out there. And like I said, this is one of the most wearable and versatile leather fragrances that I own in my collection. So I'm going to score the versatility factor a 2.5 out of 5 points. Definitely a nice fragrance in terms of versatility, and this fruity vibe really gives it, like I said, some more dimension and much more of a wider use. If it was just purely leather, I would say just winter. However, this fruitiness allows it to be worn more in the fall and a little bit in the spring as well. Okay, as far as the compliment factor, this one could go either way. I have had people that have smelled this on me and have absolutely loved the scent of this, like give it 5 out of 5s, and I have other people that have smelled this and absolutely hate it, say it's one of the worst fragrances that they have put their nose on, so this one really could go either way. If you're looking for compliments, especially for the House of Parfums de Marly, this is not the one to go for. I would say Harrod gets much more compliments, and I would say Habden gets a lot more compliments. Those two are both definitely more crowd pleasers. This is one that's a little bit different, a little bit more out there. The leather and the animalic touch is definitely going to put some people off. However, some people like myself, if you like these fruity, really nice leathery scents, you will absolutely fall in love with this stuff. So the compliment factor, I'm going to score it at 2.5 out of 5. It could go either way on your skin, but like I said, there are better compliment getters from the House of Parfums de Marly. Now let's go with the value category. This is $275 retail. This is actually, like I said, the 2.5 ounce bottle, so this one's going to be a little bit cheaper retail. However, this thing you can find it discounted, especially on, like, let's say Notino.com. You can find this thing for much cheaper than it would be retail. I think it's actually a really good value. If you sum it up, you are paying for the presentation, this gorgeous presentation, you're paying for the very high quality ingredients, and you're paying for the outstanding performance. This is quite a bit cheaper than Tuscan leather, especially considering that you can get it cheaper for a 4.2 fluid ounce bottle. All in all, I'm going to give the value a 3.5 out of 5. I think this is a very, very good value, especially considering it's a niche fragrance. This is just a really good value. As far as agent sprays go, this is definitely more mature and definitely masculine. Honestly, I could see a 100-year-old guy wearing this, I'm not joking. This one really knows no age, so if you're an older gentleman looking for a great signature scent, this one will be really, really good for you. It just has a timeless quality about it. And really, 1 to 2 sprays is all you're going to need. 2 sprays outdoors, 1 indoors is all I'm going to recommend. As an overall rating, Parfums de Marly Godolphin does not let me down. I'm really, really enjoying this house and really liking all these fragrances and their different types, because they really have a fragrance for everybody. This is one for the people who like these daring, bold, leathery, fruity scents. So I'm going to score this one an 8.5 out of 5. This is really one of my favorite leathers that I've ever tried. I'm blown away by the quality. I love the top notes of this so much and how it progresses. Great performance. And this is what niche perfumery to me is all about. Making art while still making it wearable. So that was my take on Parfums de Marly Godolphin. Like I said, I'll leave all the links to where you can buy this fragrance down below in the description box. Thank you again, Notino, for sending this to me. I'm looking forward to collaborating again. Be on the lookout for more collaborations in the future. And that will be it for me. Have a nice day as always. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you later with another review or a video of some sort. You never know what's going to be coming on my channel. I got a lot of content for you this month, so you do not want to miss it. See you later.